Hey there, my fellow YouTubers. It is Cassandra72. It's been a couple days since I've seen you all, so hey everybody. Yeah, I want to welcome all my new subscribers to my channel and welcome everyone to this very packed video. Yes, it is total awesomeness. Total awesomeness, okay? So, I got a lot going on. This represents 7 transactions from Harris Teeter triples. And a few things really did truly triple, but the majority of it actually just kind of doubled for my coupons. But anyway, we'll get into it as you walk with me. Yeah, I'm having to walk today. I have actually 7 of the Snyder's tortilla chips. And they're in several different varieties, like the twist of lime here, and I have whole grain there, and then the dipping strips there, and I know that's very loud. And they're all reduced fat, so that's a good thing. I'm sure that my sister at Smith2141 would appreciate that. And then I have the different Better Oats varieties here. I have the one in maple and brown sugar right there. And these are the ones that are in the thick and hearty variety. And I just messed up my little organization right there. But anyway, and then, yeah, that's also maple and brown sugar. And then they had it in very berry. And then the one that's in the oat fit, those are maple and brown sugar as well. The popped for the Quaker rice cakes, several different varieties: vanilla, creme brulee, cheddar cheese, kettle corn. There is caramel corn, and I want to say apple cinnamon. They're on sale 10 for 10, so each one of those is $1. And then we have coupons that are 55 cents, I believe it is, off of that one. And they're going to double, well, supposedly triple, but basically doubled up to $1, making them free. And I want to say it came out of the 414 red plum. Forgive me, you guys. I'm going to try to see if that is truly 55 cents, because I just did so much in there I can't remember like what coupons I used, and I want to tell you guys all that pertinent information, so you can go out and try to do that too. So yeah, that's the one that's 55 cents, and it is in the 414 red plum. That's the one you want to use right there, if it'll focus on any one Quaker's popped rice snacks or chips. So that qualifies in that smaller bag, and like I said, it was the 414 red plum. So yeah, that's what it looks like for me. And then we have the Welch's chillers. They're on sale 2 for $4, so they're $2 each. There's a printable on the Welch's.com website for 75 cents. It will effectively triple, not to $2.25, but to the $2, and make those completely free. We have the Carefree. These are $1.49 regular price. We have a 50-cent coupon that's going to double up to the $1.49, making those completely free. And then I have 18 of the Frosting Creations mixes. Now they're 99 cents at Harris Teeter. We have a coupon, I believe, is in the 317 Smart Source for free ones of those. You guys probably have been getting them forever. This is my first time getting them, because I said these are free, but then you got to buy the mixes, the mix to put it in. But then I thought about it. I actually do know how to make a very basic frosting myself, and so I said I would try to make my frosting and try to see how that will work, mixing those in. That extra gum right there was $1.25. I just had to throw it into a transaction because one of my transactions actually went into the negative. The Frank's Red Hot, I want to say that's $1.49, and we have a 75-cent coupon that's going to quote unquote triple, but really just double up to make that free. The Mahatma rices, these are on sale 3 for $2, so that makes them 67 cents each, or 66, 66, 67. Makes it like $1.33, $1.34 for 2. We have 75-cent off 2 coupons that will really, in this case, double up to that $1.33, $1.34, making those free. And then I have the Just picked up some of the Bird's Eye steamed fresh frozen vegetables. These are 2 for $4. I think that's the regular price. Then I have 50% off coupons that triple, making those 50 cents each. All right, but you guys, my grand total for this transaction of the 6 Schneiders, the 10 Better Oats, 24 Mahatma Rices, 3 of the steamed fresh frozen vegetables, 18 Frosting Creations, 6 Frank's Red Hot, 1 Tic Tac, 1 Extra, 13 Carefree, 11 popped rice cake snacks, and 10 Welch's Chillers. You guys, I outdid myself. Grand total, 62 cents. Awesome! And I forgot about the Tic Tacs. They're on sale, buy one, get one free. Regular price is like 3 something. It half off. I only found one was 184, and then we have a 75-cent coupon that basically tripled to make that free. All right, so like I said, this was 7 different transactions, and I'm gonna try to get through these receipts as quickly as possible. So on the first transaction that I did today, I had 6 of the rices, 3 of the hot sauces, and 3 of the Frosting Creations. And as I said, you know, we had 75-cent coupons for the rice, free coupons for the Duncan Hines, the Duncan Hines mix-ins, and then the Frank's Red Hot sauce. Yeah, that was a 75-cent coupon. Double portion was 74, so $1.49. So in any event, that first transaction was 15 cents for that. And then the second transaction, and I did make my friend get a card, so that was on his card. That's why I was able to do so much today. We used his card, my card, and my brother's card. All right, this transaction, I had 6 of the rices, 3 of the red hot sauce, and 3 of the Frosted Creations, and 3 Carefree. My total came to 26 cents. All right, next transaction after work. The Tic Tacs, the Quaker rice cakes. I had, I think, 2 of those in this transaction. And then the Quaker oats, and then 3 of the Welch's Chillers, and then 3 of the Schneiders, 3 of the Duncan Hines Frosting Creations. And this transaction, I don't know how it worked out, you guys, but I ended up with a negative 50 cents. Tax was 50 cents, so that was a big old goose egg. Yeah. And then the fourth receipt, yeah, so this was where the peppermint, the extra had to come in. We just threw that in because we were in a negative. I had 2 of the rice cakes, it looks like, 3 of the Welch's Chillers, 3 again Tortilla Chips, 3 other Frosting Creations, and 2 of the Carefree. And somehow, and this was on my friend's card, so he used his food stamp card, which came to 15 cents, but they gave him back 36 cents. So yeah, that was actually in the negative. So at this point, we were at 20 cents spent for the 4 transactions. All right, and then, all right, the last one of, let's see, I have actually 6 rices, but there's 5 up there, and then 2 of the Welch's Chillers, 3 of the Frosting Creations, 4 of the Better Oats, and 2 Carefree liners. And this one came down to 2 cents. I didn't even use the Duncan Hines Creations on that one, because for whatever reason, that particular time, my card would not double. So they came over and they just, were manually inputting everything. And of course, when they were tripling, some of the things they gave me the full value on, even though they should not have. But when they come over and they manually do that, they're not paying attention. So if he had attempted to put in the Duncan Hines Creations, the 3 that I had for 99 cents, that would have put me, in the hole by about $3. So I just said, wait, don't stop there, because my total is already 2 cents. All right, next transaction, 6 rices, 3 rice cakes, I think, yeah, no, maybe it was 2 on that one. In any event, you guys see that, 2 of the Quaker Oats, and 2 of the Welch's Chillers. I think I actually have 4 of the Better Oats on that one. Yeah, I actually have 4. Yeah, anyway. Moving right along. It's got so confusing when I went to look at this. All right, so anyway, this transaction came down to 30 cents. All right, and then my final transaction was 3 of the Quaker rice cakes, and then that was my steamed fresh vegetables, my Duncan Hines creations, and 3 Carefree. And again, I'm at self-checkout, and for whatever reason, these weren't doubling or tripling. And then when it got down to the end, I know what happened with this one, because the 55-cent coupon for my rice cakes, even they put in a total value of $1.65. You see that 55 cents and then 110. So my tax was 58 cents, but then I paid 10 cents in cash for that. So that's how that worked out. So yeah, it probably should have been a little bit over $1 that I spent with those couple of mistakes, but all in all, it was still an awesome, awesome, awesome haul. If you guys have any questions or comments, of course, don't hesitate to leave them below. And as always, until the next video, I wish you peace and blessings.